shift and kiss someone, baby. It take a whole bunch of effort. Timothy Jones says, facts. It is. We have to be mindful of how we approach some of these situations, and allowing people the freedom to grow. Because again, I'm not who I was when I was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Like, I'm only 29 right now. But I'm not who I was a year ago. Rochelle Turner said, my daddy always told me, if you hit a man, be prepared to be hit by a man. Now, I'm going to teach my son restraint. And I'm going to also teach him how to restrain your daughter. Yep. Grab her arms. Put them behind her back. And hold her right there. Until she calms down. Then you walk away. But there's only so much that he or my boys go take. All right? That's all I'm saying. We go teach a little bit. But you go have to give a little bit also. All right. Let me get my life together. CC says, so you saying I ain't always been saved. Baby, I'm saved right now, but you can still catch these hands. Okay? You gonna catch the Holy Ghost. All right? Because God is behind me in my fighting these days. The Lord is with me with my snatching of the wigs these days. All right? The Lord is with me with the knocking out of teeth. All right? The Lord is with me chopping you up in your throat. The Lord is with me when I put my foot up your ass. Okay. It's all right. I had just, don't worry about me. Let me get my life together and move on, because we need to talk about the Erykah Badu. This is another big story. Is we or is we not go give Miss Fatty Bella our support after what she said in a Chicago concert? Apparently, Miss Badu has gotten into it with the producer of Surviving the Pied Piper. For some things that she stated concerning the Pied Piper. I don't even like saying his name. So, she told her audience she would pray for him during a show in Chicago on Saturday night. And now it has turned into a real debacle for her. Erykah Badu said, I don't know how anybody feels about it, but I'm going to put up a prayer right now for Aura. She said in footage that I saw on the internet, I saw it on Twitter, I saw it seen it in a lot of different places. The audience yelled out, F him, and that's not love. What if the people who was somebody yelled out F him, and she was like, F him? She's like, that's not love. She said, what if the people who were assaulted by him became an offender? She asked, and she said, are we going to crucify them too? How do we do this? Just something to think about, was her statement. So that was Badu's statement, and it has caused quite a disturbance across social media. Rochelle Turner says, she is my favorite artist ever, but I can't with her. She played too much. Y'all are going to be mad with me. Y'all going to be pissed off with how I respond. And I'm going to try to respond in such a way, and that you guys understand that I am not trying to take up for Robert Kelly in any type of way. I understand exactly what Erykah Badu was saying. She said that she was going to pray for him. Yes, that's one step that we should take in praying for him, not just him. There are so many others that we should pray for. Robert Kelly was also sexually abused and abused as a child, in which did not take away from the genius that he was supposed to be, that God created him to be. Now y'all just about to hate me, but God created him for doing and singing and all those things. That's what he was created for. And someone tried to break his spirit, and someone infested him with a demon that he did not have any control over. Because once that demon was set out, all those people that were around him allowed it to continue to grow. They allowed it to be fed. They allowed him to do to those young women the same thing that happened to him. Right? Y'all following me? I need y'all to tap the screen if y'all follow me, if you're following what I'm saying. Because there's a saying that goes that hurt people hurt people. And Erykah Badu only stated, what if we treated all the people who hurt people or have gone through this stretch of whatever in life and these issues, what if we treated everybody the way that we are treating him? Now, I don't listen to his music. I don't support him. None of those things. And I totally do not, right? But what if those women who have been in that position, not even just the ones that were in that position with him, but all the people who have been coming out saying, I was sexually assaulted. We could say a whole bunch of names right here, including some of you who are viewers. There are some people who have taken those assaults and taken those things that happened to them as young people and even as adults and done the same type of foolishness and hurt and evilness to someone else, especially when they don't get any help for it. They don't get any change for it. And are we supposed to just sit there and allow the cycle to continue without getting people the help that they need? Are we just to say, I say that he needs to go underneath the jail, but while he's underneath the jail, somebody needs to be giving him therapy because he has done years and years worth of hurt to other people, because there's years and years worth of hurt that was happened and had happened to him that he was never healed from. So the cycle needs to break and stop somewhere, because it doesn't always stop on that one because that show came up, Surviving R. Kelly. You don't know what nobody has done in their life. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? I know that it's not a popular opinion, but I understand. Sandra said everyone on this team should go to jail, including accomplices. Praying, Althea Tyne says praying makes sense in everything. Rochelle says, I used to be mad because my daddy was so against sleepovers when I was a kid, but now I understand why he was like that. Takesha said he surrounded himself with other demons. Look at it. Yes. So at some point, we got to take responsibility for our own action. He has to want to be healed, though, and that is very much true. So I'm not saying that I'm saying that I don't support him. And I'm saying that I'm not listening to his music. But I also believe that people need to be healed of their demons. And they need to get the help. And we can't just throw people into, okay, throw them into jail and then what? And then what? Yes, he needs to go to jail for the rest of his life and get therapy. All those women that he assaulted needs to get some type of therapy because, again, it can trickle down. And what doesn't seem like, quote unquote, sexual assault because from women, like we watch the news all the time. We watch the news all the time, and they are a plethora of women who sexually assault young boys or are in relationships or doing these things and having sex with middle schoolers and high schoolers, and they get high fives and they're like, oh, she was pretty. I wish she would have been my teacher when I was in high school and all those things. And nobody ever thinks about the effects of women being assaulted and then taking it out on young boys. I had to speak up for my boys right now because it's like none of the boys seem like they're protected because it's supposed to be a badge of honor for a boy to have sex with a grown woman. Y'all get what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not trying to, I don't want nobody to manipulate my words or anything like that. But we have to make sure that we stop the cycles and we stop the trends, not just with the women who are assaulted, but the women who assault our boys too. Because the women who assault the boys turn the boys into R. Kellys. That's how R. Kelly became the monster that he became because he was sexually assaulted by a woman. Ponder on that one. And so if we don't help this cycle to break the cycle, there is no way that cycle, it's going to continue on. It's going to be continuous until we get our minds right in understanding what is going on psychologically, physically, and spiritually within people. Then nothing is going to work. Yes, we can throw R. Kelly, throw him into jail. That's where he's supposed to be. But he also needs to get the therapy for the fact that he was sexually assaulted also. And all of those women need to get some therapy and get some help because you don't know what they are doing in their lives. Or pushing, there are women who have been sexually assaulted as children, and then they come up and they have kids, and guess what they do? They allow their daughters to be sexually assaulted. They allow their daughters to go through get pimped out. They sell their daughters into the system because it's a cycle. When does the cycle break? When do we stand up to that idea, to the ideology of what's going on and try to break that so that we can have free, happy children and stop all the negative things that happen in people's lives from trickling down into the next generation? Good morning, Joe Jackson, man of the Green Line. Y'all can say what y'all want. And y'all can say Algiers' opinion is not the popular opinion. And again, it might not be the popular opinion, but it's a truthful. It is truthful. Got young male celebrities out here 12 and 13 and 14 and 15 on the road, going from show to show, singing, performing. I don't care. You got comedians out here. You got dancers out here. They're on the road. And the first thing that they get when their parents are around, somebody put a grown woman up in a room with them and tell them, yeah, go ahead on and be a man. That's sexual assault. It's happening on both sides. We need to protect our boys and our girls so that they don't grow up to be monsters. So yeah, I'm going to say a prayer for R. Kelly, and that prayer was done and boom, gone. All right, next. But he also needs to get some therapy. His children need to get therapy. His wife needs to get therapy. All of them. Everybody needs to get goddamn therapy. Okay? What's up, Yolanda? How you doing? Thank you for joining me on Periscope. What's up, Coach Tawana? Thank you for still being there over there. Kush Kid and all those other folks. So it's an unpopular opinion, but it's the truth. Takesha says everybody needs help. CC says agreed. All children should be protected. Sandra Williams, 9 years ago, R. Kelly was with the Church Without Walls and asked for prayers, and we received prayer. I believe that was a turning point, and people would not look at him as R. Kelly, the superstar, but a man crying out for help. CC, you are right. Tevin and Usher and all those other folks who have been in sexually molested as young men. And guess what? Usher was put in a room with a whole bunch of old women, and guess what? That's all he want to marry now. He find comfort in the old women that he was put into a sexual position for. Y'all don't think about that? And it's not just black artists, Delegan. It's all. And yes, I'm going to talk about black issues on social media because I'm a black woman and I'm socially aware, and I want to make sure that my other people are socially conscious and socially aware of what's going on because it's very important. So I understand what Erykah Badu is saying, and no, I'm not canceling her. Because it may not have been so eloquently said, but I had to put some deep thought into what she was saying in order to understand that it wasn't to undermine those women who were assaulted by her. Was assaulted by her. It's time for black facts, black facts. It's time for black facts. It's time for black facts for this day, January 23rd, 2019. Algiers Diamond, 2020 for president. Let me get my life together. This day, January 23rd, 1890, pioneer in surgery Dr. Daniel Hale Williams founds Providence Hospital in Chicago, Illinois. Again, this day, January 23rd, 1891, pioneer in surgery Dr. Daniel Hale Williams founded a Providence Hospital in Chicago. He also founded Providence Hospital School of Nursing on this day at the same time when he founded Providence Hospital. This day, there was a battle of Kasserine Pass in North Africa. The Battle of Kasserine Pass was fought February 19th through the 25th in 1943 during World War I. So there was a war that started this time, January 23rd, 1943 in Africa. Let's see. This day, January 23rd, 1964, the 24th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution was ratified. It abolishes poll tax, which was used as a means of preventing African Americans from voting. Again, this day in January 23rd, 1964, the 24th Amendment to abolish poll taxes was ratified, and it was used as a means of preventing African Americans from voting. Today is Tone Locke's birthday. He was born this day in 1966. Today, in 2003, Nell Carter died. She was an American actress and a vocalist, and she was on Give Me a Break. Matter of fact, I was watching Give Me a Break like a week ago with my daughters, which was interesting to me. I hadn't seen it in a long time. Next, where I'm is well on February 21st, you will be able to catch me and a host of a whole bunch of other funny people. Classical comedy. This is one of my open shows. I have a few private events that I am going to be working on. But this is one of the open shows that you guys can come out and buy tickets for. Classical comedy at the Big Chief in Washington, D.C. Remember, I'm the Algiers Diamond. Follow me on IG at Algiers Diamond at gmail.com. Remember, you woke up this morning, you woke up with the purpose. Walk in your purpose. Ask God to guide you in your purpose, and it will be perfected. If I made you laugh today, I did my job. If I made you smile today, I did my job. If I taught you something new and informed you on something new today, I did my job. And now all I'm asking for you is each and every one of you to hit that share button on YouTube, on Periscope, on Facebook. Guys, go ahead on and hit that share button so others can join in on the conversation even after I am done, or others can watch and share with their friends also. Guys, you be great, you be wonderful, and I don't care where you at. I don't care what you is doing. I don't care, because you know what? All of y'all go give me some shoulder.